My name is Priscilla Wangoimburu, a sports shooting athlete from the Kenya Police Service. I have been shooting for the last 8 years since I joined the service, and I have been doing well. I am happy to say that I am the top female athlete shooting the Olympic sports, and especially in the 10-meter discipline, air rifle and 3-position rifle. Matters Fullbore is a very, very interesting sport because we shoot at very long distances, starting from 300 meters all the way to 900 meters. We shoot at 300 meters, 500 meters, 600 meters, and that is regarded as short range, and then 900 meters and 800 meters, which is regarded as long range shooting.
This sport is usually done from 300 meters to 900 meters if it's the range of meters. If it's yards, we do from 300 yards to 1,000 yards. We use caliber of 7.62 by 51 millimeter, which is the standard NATO ammunition. The rifles that we use range from Millennium, RPA, Swing, Paramount, Kronig and Elmiga, among others.
I joined Fullbore shooting team in 2010. Then I started shooting. I was under training. I started competing in 2011. So through various competitions and coaching, I've got to learn a lot, and I've improved a lot because we normally compete same level, same with men.
I've been shooting for the last 12 years, and through the 12 years, it has not been an easy journey, because for you to be able to compete in an event like this, you must undergo a series of training for you to be able to reach where others are.
This competition involve many things. It involve calculation in your mind, it involve concentration, it involve many things. And as we are planning to come for residential training, tutakuwa na ile psychological preparedness ya that competition that's ahead of us.
When we talk about shooting, it is a very, very serious kind and very unique kind of sport, because we use lethal weapons. That is the gun and live ammunition. When people hear about sports shooting, they think we use rubber bullets. Well, people have asked me about it. They think we use rubber bullets or such stuff, but we use live ammo. And it requires a very high standard of self-discipline, because if a mistake was to happen, the repercussions will be dire. And these are the things that we look at when we come to the range: self-discipline and safety. Your own safety and the safety of your fellow athletes. To make sure that an athlete is safe when handling weapons or when shooting at the range, our rifles are usually fitted with a safety flag, whereby no live round can be put in the chamber where there is a safety flag. Also, we do not operate or touch our weapons unless we are given the command to do so when we are on the firing line, because safety is paramount when on the firing line, and also when operating the weapons from where they are stored to where we go to the firing line.
You have to have equipments, not like any other range. You need to have a bino, you need to have a jacket, you need to have earmuffs, and this is something that you have to buy it using your money. So basically, you have really to have enough for you to be able to compete well. And again, for you to being a lady, you really have to be smart. You really have to compete hard for you to be able to make the team.
The reason as to why I'm in this jacket is because it is mandatory, it is required to shoot in this kind of sport, because the rifle that we use has a very huge recoil impact, and that will be damaging to your body. So we use these jackets and a sling to help manage the weight of that recoil and the weight of the gun, to absorb that recoil and to help it not damage our bodies. We also have earmuffs, which are used to block out the sound, not entirely, because as you've heard, it is very, very loud, and if you repeatedly expose your ears to such sound, you'd become deaf, and that is not something we would want. We want all our shooters and even our spectators and the people visiting the range to be safe at all times. In this kind of sport, there are various challenges that we face every day when we are at the range. Challenges like the weather, which really messes us up, the wind, things that we can control, the sun that brings about the issue of the mirage that displaces the targets, and also bearing in mind that we do not use sights that are high-tech. We do not use binoculars on our rifles. We only use iron sights. To shoot at 900 meters without the help of binoculars is an uphill task, but we brave it and we do it quite well with experience and with practice. But it's interesting and challenging at the same time, and we love it that way.
In this Fullbore, we don't compete ladies differently. We compete all along with men. So whatever the score you get, whatever the trophy you get, you are amongst the men. So I would like to encourage other ladies too, and even men, to join in this competition. It is fantastic. It is a good experience. You get to learn a lot. You get to have the experience, especially the discipline forces. I will encourage them to join this event because it is all about, in discipline, it's all about firing ammunition and weapon. So if you come to this event, you'll get to know how to shoot.
Here you have to compete, both women and men equally, because the chances are only 12. So you have to be smart for you to be able to make the team that represents the country outside.
Sports shooting is a sport that is not widely known to the public, and this is why we want to create as much awareness as possible, because we want to shine the limelight to sports shooting, because we need more people coming on board to join us and to help us at least take it to other global stages. Well, we've been able to go out there in regards to ISSF sports, but sports shooting like Fullbore is not very well known. Most people think it is only for the police or the KDF, but there is that provision for civilian shooters who can join KRRC, which is the Kenya Regiment Rifle Club. You can join and start shooting with us. You are very much welcome. This is a very interesting sport. This is a very challenging sport, but in its challenges is the interesting parts.
It gives you an opportunity to compete on international platforms, which basically builds you as an individual. And it's also a way of, gives you an opportunity to go out there. Being in the service as work is, when we interact with other people outside, you get to learn. You get to learn one thing or two that can help you even when you come back home, can help you in policing. Basically, the aim of participating in these sports, it is a way of doing community policing. So once you go out there, there's something you learn that you'll bring back home that will help you, that in the community we are policing, it will help you in one way or another to bring security and also to police the community you're working with.
Actually, this sport has been left for the uniformed officers. There are very few civilians who do this. I know it's an expensive sport. Our bosses have supported us through the years. And the thing is, they are not supposed to be scared that it's an expensive sport. They can join any club, any civilian club which is there, which is registered like KRRC, and shoot under their umbrella and under their rifles. So it's not a sport which is difficult or something of the sort as they think. But if they have passion, they can do it.